is Queade Norah. Welcome back to the channel. I'm your favorite digital castmate, and today I'm going to be sharing with you how I signed with my agents. If you're someone who's looking for representation in the New York City area, then you might want to stay tuned. Okay, so the short answer to this in regards to how did I get representation is that I did a showcase. Now, I am based out of the New York City area, and I knew that I did not want to do the cold call route. I did not want to deal with any more rejection that is already involved in my industry, so I was just like, okay, what is the best way to do this? I want to say either 2017 or 2018, I had done a gig where my another performer was telling me about her agency and how her manager was actually going to be at the show that we were doing. So she was telling me a bit about the company, and I was like, yeah, I'll do it. I don't know just yet. A few months later, when I was actually looking to seek out representation, the name came to mind. So I think I actually was looking on Instagram and I found the name, and I was like, okay, cool, this is it. And when I found it, I wanted to get more information, because when it comes to paying for classes and showcases and things like that, I wanted to make sure that my money was actually going to be worth it, and I wasn't going to just be throwing money at a business because it's in New York or somebody's name is on it. Like, I'm someone who, if I'm going to spend money on something, I want it to go very far. This particular company hosts coffee and tea sessions, so they're info sessions where they serve coffee and tea and like other great breakfast food. When I remember going, and I felt like, oh, okay, this is actually really cool. I think I want to audition so that I can get into the company. It's a membership-based company that allows people or actors to perform in showcases where they meet with commercial agents, legit agents, and managers. So that was a formula for me. I auditioned, I was accepted. That's that bit. The company name is called the Actors Project New York City. There are other companies in New York that kind of have this format as well, but I chose this particular company because of the referral that I had gotten from the woman that I was performing with. You pay a one-time fee of $595. You can round it up to $600. Now, is that a lot of money? Yes. However, it is one time, and for what you get for your money, I feel like if you're someone who's new and you don't want to spend 5-10 years in New York just pounding the pavement, it's really good to invest that money in a company that will help facilitate you to the next level of your career. What you do once you've paid the money, you attend rehearsals bi-weekly. You have your set rehearsal day, and you're only required to do a minimum of 2 rehearsals per month leading up into the showcases. Within the company, during the showcases, they have 2 troupes. They have the sketch comedy troupe, and they also have the singers troupe. I did the singers troupe because I am a singer, and yeah. You are giving access to directors in which help you with your monologue. Each person is handed a monologue, or you can come in with one on the day that you attend your rehearsal, and each specific day is run by a certain director. The monologues that we use are all written by actors. It's original material, and everything is either comedic based or serial comedy, which I like because I never thought about it, but a lot of times actors always want to go straight to the drama, but I think it's really nice to provide an atmosphere where you're providing laughter for the people that are looking at you, because if they get bored because they're crying or they're just really sad, they don't want to do that for 2 hours. You go to rehearsal, you have your director, you get your monologue, you can try out for the singer troupe or actor troupe. On top of that, you are also able to sign up for additional sessions with your particular director on your day, or anyone else, for a discounted price. You gain access to headshot photographers, professional, great photographers actually, within the New York City area, and it's mandatory for all of the actors who are within the company during that specific time to attend a marketing session, as well as an industry night, which allows for the actors who are participating in that specific season to speed date with, whoever said agents that they invite that particular night. there's a lot of auditioning that happens in this, which keeps you on your toes. You're not allowed to be late. If you're late, then that rehearsal doesn't count. You have to make it up. If you're late, I think it's like more than twice, then you're not able to participate in that season. And I think it just allows you to be accountable and allows you to say, okay, where do I need to grow? What things am I doing? Well, you get to the showcase season because your monologue has been approved, you've done a good job, you've shown up, you've attended all the classes that are mandatory. The week of the showcase, each person is assigned a showcase night. Now, if you are in the sketch comedy troupe or the singers troupe, you perform all of the nights. They typically do, I think, like 4 or 5 nights, depending on how big or small that particular season is. And then after the showcase, you have another event where you will be able to speak with the agents and managers that attended the showcase, which I think is pretty cool. So if you're interested in doing that, I will leave the link down below. You can use my name as a reference. I don't regret my decision. It's been the best thing ever. I just had to change my memory card because it doesn't have that much room, and that's what I'm working with. Okay, so I think the best investment that I have made in my career was actually joining the Actors Project New York City, because I'm a member for life, which is the next point that I wanted to share. After you pay your $5.95, say for instance you do a season and you showcase, you're not in any of the troupes, and you don't get signed. Now, not getting signed doesn't necessarily mean that you're not talented. It just might mean that, there could be something else you can work on. So you are able to join again for the next season. Now, with you joining the next season, you don't have to pay again. So if you're in a particular space in your acting career and you feel like, okay, you just need a little more time to, refine your timing or, your choice in monologues, I feel like it's such a good idea to be a part of a troupe in which you can receive honest feedback from not only someone who has experience with acting, but someone who is actually actively, within the business. I think most, if not all, of the directors that are on the team are actually current actors, right? So I think that just by having access to those people allows for us to say, okay, I'm not just receiving feedback from people who are across the table who I don't necessarily know. You're getting feedback from people who are getting to know you, and they're able to give you feedback that they know will help you, because the more successful you are, the more successful they are, right? Because we're just sharing the pool of success at this point. Also, another point that I would like to make is the fact that they had a 70% signing rate. And if they don't meet that quota, then they work their best to make sure that they get to that 70, right? Because what they do is they invite the agents and managers, which I also think alleviates the pressure of agents and managers feeling like they have to speak with actors themselves, especially when they get bombarded with emails constantly. And it's good to, the same way that I joined TAP NYC off of the referral, that's basically how a lot of agents and managers like to meet new actors, right? Fresh faces. So if you ever have the opportunity to check out the Actors Project New York City, I would definitely do so. If you have any questions about my experience, what I did in regards to my time with them, let me know. I've referred a lot of my acting peers to the project, the Actors Project New York City. I will talk about them day in and day out. I'm not someone who likes to keep the information a secret, because I feel like everyone deserves a chance to succeed, right? And just because I share how I got my representation doesn't take away from my ability to still book jobs. I mean, before COVID-19, I had been blessed, to be working and to transition out of my other work life, and transfer my, most of my time to acting, right? And that's the goal. So it's teamwork, right? And I think that just as someone who was able to find success through someone who was willing to pass it down to me, I wanted to do the same with you all as well. So that's my spiel. I don't want to sit here and talk your ear off, because I can talk about them all day and all night. Leave comments down below in the comment section. Thank you for tuning in, and I will see you next time.
Honey, baby, sweet, I've been the reason you need